Brock, he wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
It's a win for the Texans. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks, the conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said. You got me, baby. Say less.
Something new. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop.
I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back. I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in
It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Kansas City. It's the Texans and the Chiefs under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here. The Texans offense set to go to work here in this AFC title game. And the focus of the offense all season long has been this man, their star wideout. And he was flat unconscious last week. I mean, all the touchdowns he had should be illegal. Something. I've never seen a game like that for a receiver.
Yeah, that makes two of us. All the years in the league that we've covered, we haven't seen anything even approaching that. Possibly you could have sold me if you told me a running back did it, carrying the ball. We've seen things like that before. But have a pass catcher? Incredible. I mean, that's a great season in one game.
On the bootleg, Stroud. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Again, he finds more. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Here we go.
Again, it's Stroud. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the...
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
All right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 92 yards. And the Texans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans are off to a third. Houston set to take over. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as...
Robbie. On the quick, right?
Stroud to throw it. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Stroud sets up the play action. He's going to look deep for Moore. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
They'll run here with Pierce. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this. Houston's offense taking over again. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud, quick slant, caught by Moore. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Texans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. And now out comes Houston. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
2nd and 10. Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. George Karlaftis drops him for a loss of... Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
All right.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll get this to the 32. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he's got it. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Pierce. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Play action. Stroud now. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Pierce. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this off, Houston set to take over.
Here we go. Let's go.
And Stroud now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Stroud working out of the gun. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here goes Stroud again. He's got the connection to Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Stroud off the play fake. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But
the Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 4. Stroud out of the gun here. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Moore, the man in motion. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
All right.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
Here we go.
Hand off left side, Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd and 12, Stroud targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards, and they are able to add on to their advantage. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They go play action here on first down. He'll fire deep, looking for Moore. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both.
Touchdown, Texans! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but in today.
The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Stroud. He's going to look deep for Moore. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Off play action. Stroud. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 4th. And now out comes Houston.
Here we go. Down, down, down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Stroud. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Stroud to throw it. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. He finds his man. Complete. That's Moore. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Texans are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable. Houston set to take over.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Stroud. He finds his man. Complete. It's Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll fire deep, looking for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Stroud looks to throw. under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Texans, they are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody.